Hey beauty babes, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maria, aka Agape Love Girl, and today I have a review on the Too Faced Part of My French limited edition set from Sephora. And originally I wasn't going to do a review on this set because I'm sure you could see reviews a lot of places, whether a blog or YouTube. I was super excited about getting this palette because, as you know, I'm pretty new to high-end products, and I always hear great things about Too Faced, and I absolutely love their packaging and love, I always see their stuff, and they're one of the brands that I'd like to try the most. So when I saw this, I thought it would be a really great deal. I'm sure you guys all probably know, but it comes with the little purse case, and then you get the palette, the Bonjour Summer 2014 palette. And that is what it looks like. It also comes with a sample of the Shadow Insurance, a little teeny tiny sample, and then a full size of their liner, Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner in black, and then a deluxe sample size of their Lash Injection Mascara. So, like I said, I wasn't originally going to do a review on this, but I decided I'm going to go ahead and do it because I will admit now I was really disappointed in the palette. I got it because the colors look beautiful. It looked like they would be perfect for spring, and you know, a high-end, you expect it to be, I just expected the shadows to be really amazing, and I just was really disappointed. Everyone who I had watched talk about these said that they had great color payoff, that there was no fallout, and that they were so creamy and buttery, and I just did not find that to be true with these. Now, I have not tried other Too Faced eyeshadows before, but I've only ever heard great things about them, so maybe it's just this palette, I'd like to say. And I ordered this online, so I didn't get to like swatch in a store or anything, but I found that they are pretty, for one, just not as pigmented as I would expect. Like, you see the colors in the pan and they look so bright and vibrant, and as soon as I put them on, I was really disappointed that the color payoff was like not there at all. And now if you swatch with your finger and you could get it on your finger, it looks amazing. But as soon as you wipe it on your skin, or even especially with a brush, even more so, it's worse. There's just like no color wash. It's almost very chalky. There is quite a bit of fallout, and it's just, I was just really disappointed. And I hate, if you know me, you know I hate saying bad things about products. I like to always say something good, and there is good in this this set. I think it could have been a really great deal considering everything you get. But with that being said, I must say I am disappointed in this. It wasn't what I was expecting, especially Firefly and then Sunbeam. Those were the two most disappointing colors, and I was really excited about that because, you know, I've been talking about coral and how much I love it, and this is more like a corally bronze color. And I just expected it to be really vibrant and rich, and it really, like, it just didn't come up. I used it and it seemed like nothing was there, and I was like, what? That's crazy. There is some kind of glittery, it's kind of a little bit chunky. It's not exactly glitter, but there is some like gold flecks in it. I don't know if that's making it like that, but most of the shades in this are, and I was just really disappointed. I am wearing it on my eyes today. I'm wearing Plumeria on my lid, Firefly in the crease, a mixture of Sand Dollar and Sunbeam on my brow bone, and then Chocolate Sun down below. And it took quite a bit of, I had to apply it and then apply it and then apply it probably 3 or 4 times to even get it to show up what you're seeing here. And so it just was really disappointing, and I don't know, maybe I need to work with it a little bit more to try to get it to show up more. Maybe I'm using it wrong. I tried different brushes. I felt like if I applied, especially Firefly, like right away once the primer was still pretty much wet, it showed up really well. But it does not show up if you have a color over it. Like if I put down, because I did try one of the looks they suggested here, I put down Sand Dollar first on my lid and then Firefly over it, and it did not show up at all. It did not blend in. No color showed up at all. and if you put it on even after the primer is dry, very little pigmentation, and so it's just really disappointing. Sunbeam really doesn't show up. It's like a yellow here in the pan, but it really only shows up as kind of like a fine sweep of shimmer, and that's it. So just, I was really disappointed in the fact that they're kind of chalky and lots of fallout and just really no pigmentation at all. I think the one that had the best pigmentation is actually Plumeria, and even Mermaid really didn't show up as pigmented on my skin as it looks in the pan. So I mean, that was just really disappointing. I won't be returning it because I don't know, I'm torn. Maybe, I'm not sure. I want to keep it and keep working with it, and I don't know, I just have to say I am disappointed. And so if you were expecting it to be something with a little bit more pigmentation, or you know, if you were really excited about these colors, then I would suggest maybe saving your money for a different palette. But yeah, so I'm really bummed about that, and I didn't want to come on here and just give a really bad review. The only reason I decided to do this review is because there are so many reviews already that are like raving this up, and I just think that there needs to be a review on there that says, you know, that these aren't as great as everybody is saying. Like, at least from what I've heard other people talk about, this palette is not how other people are saying. There's just no, and I will go ahead and do some swatches for you to show you what I'm talking about, and if you have any suggestions on how to apply better, maybe, I don't know, if I tried different brushes. I use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. I have not tried with a different primer yet, but I'm going to, but I just wanted to kind of get this review up quickly while I had some time to film, and so I don't know, I wanted to love it so bad, but just the fact that this color, especially Firefly, just does not show up, does not blend, was really just so disappointing. So anyways, I will go ahead and do some swatches for you. It's crazy because I've seen other people do swatches and it shows up so well, yet I don't know what it is about when you put it on your eye or use a brush, they don't do anything. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and give you some swatches. So here's an up-close shot of the palette, and I will just go in with these. And as you could even see, look, I've had this for only just under a week, and I've used the shadows 3 times on my eyes, and well, there's a little dent in there because I accidentally dug my brush in there on accident, but this one, do you see how much is used? Can you tell how much? I mean, for only using it 3 times, it should not look like that. I mean, look how much I had to like really dig into it to get anything to show. It's just crazy to me. And so this is what they look like on the fingers, and I will go ahead and swatch right here on my hand. So as you can see, Plumeria swatches really well. This other one's really light. And you saw me really rub my finger back and forth in that color, and yet there it's really not showing up. I know it's a light peachy color, but I'll just go ahead and try to swatch again. There we go. So there's that. Now I've wiped my fingers off, and I will go ahead and swatch the next 3. And alright, and so here are the last. I'm wiping my hand off right now, And here are the last 3 shades. And as you can see here, this one, Sunbeam, or let's see, yes, Sunbeam, really is just a shimmer. There's no color to it, which is fine. You know, you could use it to go over some of the other shades and add some shimmer to it, but there's really no color. Mermaid here, and then Toasted Coconut. So here are all the colors. And as you can see, they swatch really nicely with your fingers. But, so that was all the colors, and they do seem to swatch well with your fingers, except for it seems like when you use a brush with them, they just don't go very well. Maybe I need to use these with my fingers. Excuse me. I don't know, maybe I need to put them on with my fingers or something, but I've just been having the hardest time, and I don't know, it's just hard for me to recommend this palette, this set. It just, they seem very chalky, not as pigmented as I would have expected for how they look in the pan, and I'm just a little overall disappointed in the quality, the fact that you cannot blend them. Even though they swatch nicely on your hand or on your skin or whatever with your fingers, just the fact that they won't blend over each other, or just are not as pigmented as they are in the, as they show in the pan, is really disappointing. And I could show you what I mean. I will try at least. So I'm going to wipe all that away for the most part, and to show you what I mean, I will apply the primer. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply Sand Dollar all over my hand where I applied the primer. And then I wipe off my brush, and then I'm going to go in with Firefly, and I'll show you that I'm dipping it in here really well. Now if I try to go over it, can you see there's nothing? Nothing. It won't go over it. So you kind of see what I mean there. I'm going to go ahead and try again, and I'm dipping it back in here. I'll show you guys just to prove I'm not faking it, and I'm kind of getting shadow everywhere, all over. I'm really kind of digging in. There's a little fuzz on there. And patting it on. Patting it on. Maybe if I... Nothing. Nothing. I mean, yeah, nothing. Can you see this? There's nothing there. No blending. It won't blend. And I'll try a different color. I'll try Plumeria, since that one is really well pigmented. And you can see Plumeria does. Plumeria will go and blend. But Firefly will not. It won't blend into another color. So there you have it. That's my complaint. It like just doesn't blend. It's like there's nothing there, which seems like that shouldn't be a big deal, but maybe I'm just used to pigments or something, where you could just put on colors and then apply colors over and they show up? Am I the only one who feels like you should be able to apply a color and have another color over top and it still show up? That just bothered me, and especially because it says here, and this is how I even noticed this, one of the looks it suggests is to apply sand dollar from lashes to brow. So all over from your lash line to your brow bone first, and then apply Firefly to the lid, which is what I attempted to do with one of my very first looks trying this. And nothing. It like literally did not show up. What I had to do to get it to show up, because I wanted to try this look, was after I did that, after I applied the sand dollar shade all over my lid, I had to reapply the shadow insurance over top the eyeshadow and then apply Firefly while it was still wet to get any kind of color to show up. The second look I tried, I used Plumeria up here in the front part of my lid, and then I tried to go in with Firefly on the outer corner of my lid and into my crease, and again, it just did not show up. It would not show up until I put more shadow primer on. And so very disappointing that it doesn't blend with other colors. You cannot you can't layer the shadows. They won't show up if you layer them, and you know, I don't know. That's just disappointing to me. Maybe that's just, I don't know. I feel like, is that just me? That doesn't show up? Like, that it won't blend over another color? It should be able to do that. I do that all the time, using a lighter shade on my lid and then applying another color on top, and it shows up. But for this, it wouldn't. And so, anyways, that's my complaint about this. I really, like I said, really wanted to love this palette because the colors look gorgeous. They're gorgeous in the pan, they just don't show up the same way on when applied. So if that's something that might bother you, then I'd say save your money. If you don't care, then whatever, I guess. Maybe if I apply with my fingers, maybe I could really pack it on because it seems to swatch well. But it doesn't apply well. I don't know how else to explain it, but I'm just really disappointed. But maybe I need to play around with it more, or try it with some kind of foiling serum or something to help it stay, some kind of something. But it was a little bit disappointing. For those of you who collect, because it is limited edition, it might be worth it for you. Also because it comes with the mascara and the eyeliner and the shadow insurance samples. That might make it worth it for you. I don't know. The other shades, like I said, are pretty good, like this one and this. I'd say the shades that I think work the best are Plumeria, Seashell, Sand Dollar, and then all the brown shades. But I mean, browns are a dime a dozen. You could get brown shades anywhere. So I don't know. Mermaid wasn't as pigmented as I was hoping. Sunbeam, that's kind of a cool shade if you just want some shimmer over it, but yeah, just really disappointed about Firefly. And I know it's just really one, overall that's the biggest one that I have a problem with, and to only hate one shadow from a palette seems kind of like whatever, who cares. But considering the other ones are all mostly like, you know, the nudes and neutrals, and that's the color, you know, the one like really wow color in the palette, it just seems really disappointing to me. So anyways, those are my thoughts. Like I said, I don't think I'll return it. I am going to still think about it and play around with it a little more. And, you know, I can still get the color if I work hard enough for it. So I don't know. I'm just really torn on this. I'm just going to say I probably don't recommend, if this is something that might bother you, if you don't really have to work with your shadows hard to get them to work, then I wouldn't recommend getting it. But again, it's up to you. It's whatever you think. But those are my thoughts. I hope I don't get any hate comments for this, but I'm just keeping it real. And yeah, I'm just really disappointed for my first like high-end shadow purchase. So anyways, that's all. I feel really bummed, like this is such a bad review. I don't like that kind of thing, but yeah, like I said, just gotta keep it real. So let me know your guys' thoughts. If you had purchased this, did you have the same problem Were you disappointed at all? Maybe it's just my palette, I don't know, maybe something happened to it, I don't know. But what were your thoughts? Do you find them to be easily blendable or very pigmented as they show in the tin, or are you having the same problems as I am? And just let me know. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. And again, if you haven't purchased, I hope this helps. There's plenty of other video reviews and vlog reviews out there that can help you as well, but this is just my thoughts, and so I do hope it helps you. I'm just being honest. I don't want you to feel like I did and feel like you kind of wasted your money and could have got something better. But overall, I don't know. It was $50, well, $49 for the set. I did get it 50% off because I got it during this VIB sale from Sephora, so there's that. It's not like a huge, like, I don't feel ripped off or anything, but I am just really disappointed, and that's overall, I'm just disappointed, that's all. So anyways, that's all. That's my 2 cents. Again, I'm gonna stop talking, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.